Hey everybody, Cole and the other guy here with me.
Yeah, you already know. Other guy. Yeah, I like that. The other guy.
Yeah,
Anyway.
we don't know who the hell you are anymore.
No, I don't even know who the hell I am anymore.
One minute you're Everfan NF, one minute you're NFN Punk, and the next you're like...
Personalities, yeah, there we
You're
go.
Twitch. The magical fairy from Neverland.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, that didn't make sense even from what I was thinking about. Anyway, moving on, as you can tell from the screen, a few months ago we were actually supposed to do this video, but because of debating and...
Well, mainly because of other projects.
Yeah.
Let's just say Kirby. Mario.
Major projects.
Major projects, you know.
This is more minor.
This is totally minor compared to those.
Yeah.
But anyway. Digress.
Alright, so we're going to show the results. For, the three co-founders, well, one of them's gone now, have sent... Well, we picked one game each, and the other 7 were voted upon by you guys.
If you wonder what happened to that co-founder, I shot him. No, I didn't shoot him.
We made him part of the Glue Factory now.
Yep.
He's what's holding the Glue Factory together.
Yep. Of course, he doesn't survive a nuclear blast like the Twinkie. Or the cockroach, for that matter. But anyway, back to the Hall of Fame.
Huh. Strange how Family Guy works. Yeah, anyway, so... There's... As what it is, 10 games every year, and we decided, well... This year, now, the first game we were inducted, I'm going to say it right out loud. I'll probably make a tiny description of it.
Well, it's one of your favorite games and favorite genre of game anyway, so you go with it.
Yeah, that usually happens every year. Anyway, the game came out in 2006, and, well, you know, it was a launch title on the Wii and a GameCube game as well. Originally for the GameCube, if I remember correctly.
By this point, most people already know what it is by now.
Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. One that a lot of people say, and well, I can debate and I can agree a little bit, is that yes, this game right here was supposed to be better than Ocarina of Time. Because for the longest time, Ocarina of Time was the game in the Zelda series.
It still is. Well, up to this point.
Yeah, well,
except for like Skyward Sword, which I'm still actually haven't really played a lot. You know, it's a game I've been waiting for so long, Skyward Sword, and
same here.
Same thing with you, and obviously Bonga, the same thing. We all went and bought the game, and the day it came out, and none of us really played. We're all playing different games.
Yeah,
I for one, I'm playing Batman Arkham City.
Also focusing on my channel.
Yeah. And Bonga plays his Skyrim. And Assassin's Creed.
And his 3DS.
Which he's currently playing right now. He's in the same room.
Yeah.
Mario 3D Land for the win. Anyway.
Okay, so
that's Twilight Princess.
Sum up Twilight Princess. Let me just sum it up quick. Yeah, you gotta save Zelda and Hyrule again. But you guys already knew it, you guys already played it. If you haven't played it, you can look at some videos, and it's a current LB coming up within the next year to be done by me. Yes, the Wii version.
Of course, yes, the Wii version. There's no really big difference between that and the GameCube version anyway, but we'll leave that open for debate.
I'll let you know on that one later on.
Yeah. Not really gonna say much about the next game. It's the last game of this series for the PlayStation 2. Pretty much, it's Final Fantasy 12. Kind of went back to some old school, you know, some new school. They really, it was an alright one. It wasn't my favorite.
That one came out in 2006 as well, doesn't it? Same year as Twilight Princess, actually a month before, if I remember.
Yeah, it came out just before then. And, you know, it's a great game. Wasn't as good as its predecessors, like, you know, I don't know, Final Fantasy 7 and 9 come up to mind, or 10 for that matter. It was definitely better than Final Fantasy 8. Although I don't hate Final Fantasy 8, but it was better than Final Fantasy 8. And 11 was
as good as the Final Fantasy 6, or...
You can't beat 6. Come on, 6 for Cap... 6 for Capcom. You know, that's open debate. I still say Final Fantasy 7 is the best, but a lot of people say 6, and you know what? 6 is really high up there. It's
between 6 and 7 for
6 and 7. 13 is really good too for PS3. But anyway, that's pretty much it. It's, you know, got different different classes, and it's a really nice game. And they incorporated a few things from the previous games, and a few things from FF12 were used in FF13, and you know, things like that. They kind of do the same thing with Zelda. Each game kind of uses something from another one.
Yep.
Different story. The only good thing about Final Fantasy compared to Zelda is it's not always about saving and saving people.
No, the one thing I always found about Final Fantasy is it's never the same kind of story.
It's always thrown up.
It's always someone different. The only character that's mainly been all of them, I think right up until a certain point, correct me if I'm wrong, is Sid.
Sid's been in like every single one of them. He was in FF 1 through 9, I think.
He was in 10 as
He was
well.
definitely in 10. 11, I don't know. I think, yeah. Bongo said he was in 12. And
Yeah.
I haven't finished 13, but I'm pretty confident he's probably in 13. So he's pretty much been in all of them. Anyway,
Alright,
move on to another game.
Okay, so this one came out early 2000s, originally for the GameCube. Reintroduced for the PlayStation 2 and the Wii. Not
And
as
it's all,
console, but-
and you also forgot it. It was also out for the PC.
Yes.
We're talking about Resident Evil 4.
Yes, Resident Evil 4. Capcom, and probably one of their... It's one that actually differed from their other Resident Evil games, the first 3.
Oh yeah, this game was amazingly good. I bought it on the... Yeah, I think I bought it on the PS2. No, I bought it for the Wii. No, I didn't buy it for the Wii. Then I bought it again for PS2, because they added some extra content in the PS2 version.
The Wii version came out later after the PS2.
Oh, okay. GameCube is what I meant to say.
Yes,
Bought the
GameCube
GameCube version, then I bought the PS2 version. Because the PS2 version, and you're saying, why you got the game twice? Because the PS2 version had extra stuff in it. So, I figured, try out the extra stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's completely different, as Cole said. Not completely, but a bit different from the first 3.
Yep.
And they kind of incorporated some of the Resident Evil 4 stuff into the current Resident Evil, which is 5.
which will be LP'd next year by myself and Everfan.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one. I like it, Resident Evil 5.
Yes, because
You're in Africa, and you're killing black people. Like, a lot of people didn't like that aspect, and actually, you know what? I kind of agree with them. Like,
I gotta agree. I
kind of agree. Like, I don't think, like, I can see being in Africa. Yeah, that was a good thing. But most of the human enemies are African.
I'm a bit of a minority too, so
Yeah, most of the enemies are African American in that game, like the human forms, human ones.
I like minorities.
They should have like mixed it up a bit. Some people did actually get pissed off actually on the internet, saying that they were a bit racist with that game. But you know, people got their own
the
opinion.
country it was in too.
Exactly, it was based in Africa, so you can't really blame Capcom for making most of the characters African American because it was based in Africa. But anyway, it was a good. It was a good game.
Good game.
That's Resident Evil 5 though. Resident Evil 4 was a little bit different, but
Yes, Resident Evil 4. You actually had to say. I'm gonna assume there was a bit of frustration there. On this, but anyway, for Resident Evil 4, you actually had to save a president's daughter.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, from something, and then
you know, and some of the movies were based on movies that are out now were based on some of the games. Well, the first two were. After the second one, they kind of changed direction.
yeah, it just made it all about Alice.
There's another one coming out in the summer. Actually, this coming summer.
Yeah, about Alice.
No, obviously it's about Alice Mila Djokovic. Anyway,
Anyway,
next one comes from my favorite movies.
Yes, but before we say what it is, these are the voting. These are the ones out for voting. The first game was the winner of the vote and is expected to be an LP sometime in the new year. Hopefully, we're not going to guarantee anything, but at least we'll try.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And it comes from one of my favorite movie genres. You know, sci-fi. I like the sci-fi stuff. It's Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. Now, there actually is a new Star Wars out too. Another Knights of the Old Republic. And there's been many genres based off this, and it is a PC game. Following the Jedi's and with the Sith and all that kind of stuff. So,
Ironically enough, this game only won with 3 votes.
yeah, we didn't get many as much voting in
20
this.
votes total.
Yeah, we didn't get a lot of votes this time, so we took the top ones that got it. Besides the first 3 that we
4
mentioned.
games on this list actually only had 1 vote. And
Yeah, but
Oh,
we didn't get a lot of them, so next year we're going to kind of change up the voting and make it a little bit different so we can get more votes. But,
Yes.
yeah, coming in at number 4 here, and the first winner, the real winner of the voting was Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. PC game. So, yeah, we're going to try to do an LP on that eventually. Might be there, hopefully this year.
Yes. Okay, moving on. The next one's one of your favorites as well, I see here.
Yeah, well, actually it is one of my favorite games.
Wasn't that Capcom too?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so everyone knows Dante and everyone knows Devil May Cry. What was the second game? This one came in at 2 votes.
And it's for the PlayStation 2. So, it's pretty much Dante.
Actually, both of them were PS2, really.
Actually, the first 3 were PS2, the fourth one was PS3 and 360, which was Devil May Cry 4.
Yeah. Anyway.
And then it's like spin-offs like Dante's Inferno and Dante's Inferno is another one. But anyway, Devil May Cry, the first three, and there's a special edition of the third one actually. That's also a PS2. And I think it might have been out for Xbox or something too. I can't remember.
Anyway,
Anyway, Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry 2. I'm not sure what year that was from. I know it's
Early 2000s.
2000s.
But it was based on, kind of like vampire.
Knights of the Old Republic, 1998.
Knights of the Old Republic is a pretty old game, actually.
It was in the 90s, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. You leave a comment on it first. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'll check it out later anyway.
And anyway, Devil May Cry is kind of like a goth vampire.
Yes.
Kind of thing. Once again, it's made by Capcom, so it kind of follows like the Resident Evil kind of stuff. Gothic stuff. Vampires.
Yeah, about 40% of the games we just did were Capcom.
Actually, yes, they were.
List.
Anyway.
Okay, so moving on to a game now that also got 2 votes in. It had its own little bit of controversy in the game, and was it Rockstar?
Rockstar, yes.
Okay, this one came out early 2000s as well.
Early to mid 2000s, yeah.
Yeah, early to mid 2000s. And like along with the Max Payne series, I think it came out at the same time as Max Payne 2.
Yeah, I think it did around that time. Maybe a bit, maybe around the same time, maybe a year later.
It's Mafia.
Yeah.
Right. So this one, it's a pretty good game.
It was a pretty good game. Rockstar, people make Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
They make Max Payne. Max Payne 3 is coming out this year, actually, this coming year, 2012.
Yep.
So anyway, Mafia is another great Rockstar game. Surprisingly, this year we do not have a Grand Theft Auto game in the Hall of Fame this year.
Wasn't voted in.
Exactly, that's because it wasn't voted in, and we didn't pick in all 3. The next one kind of goes with classic Nintendo. It started in 1985.
Yes,
the mascot of Nintendo. Obviously, it's a Mario game.
For this version, happens to be made in 2006,
and it's New Super Mario Bros. And not the Wii edition.
No, the Wii was 2009. That's not available for another 3 years.
Yeah, so this one here is for the DS. If you played the game or you played Mario,
it only got 1 vote.
Even if you didn't play this game, but you played Mario Bros. Wii, well, Mario Bros. Wii's concept was pretty much based off this one.
Yep.
So it's quite similar. Anyway, the next one is a Konami game, actually.
Yeah, don't ask us to let's play it because we're not allowed.
We can't really let's play this on YouTube. I do believe it is a Nintendo DS game.
Yes, it is.
And it's Castlevania Area of Sorrow. No, GBA, sorry. GBA? Thank you, Nufi Bongo, for replaying thing. You can't play it on the DS, though, if you get the old DS.
Yeah.
Thank you for actually correcting me there, Bongo. Yes, and once again, it follows the Castlevania. It's kind of similar in the sense with the Devil May Cry stuff.
There's another Castlevania game that came out at the same time for GBA, 2 of them.
Yes, there's lots of Castlevanias. There's always Castlevania games.
3 of them?
There's 3.
Area of Sorrow, there's Dawn of... Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There's a bunch. Yeah, there's a bunch of them that came out. There's so many Castlevania games that it's like Final Fantasy. Yep. You lose track. Okay, hell, it's like Zelda. It's like Zelda 2 and Sonic. You lose track.
Oh yeah, so many of them. Moving on, right now there's another one of your favorites too.
Yeah, Super Nintendo and a Sega Genesis game actually.
Yes, and well, basically 2 of the best in that series. It's Spider-Man and Venom Maximum Carnage. Mid-90s game.
Yeah, mid-90s game. Like I said, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo. Don't ask why, but this was better on the Super Nintendo.
Oh, I'm not going to disagree with you there.
Same game, just it was better gameplay for some reason. It's like the Mortal Kombat's.
But I found Mortal Kombat 1 was better on Genesis than it was Super Nintendo.
But the other ones became better on that one.
Usually it was the other way around.
Yeah,
with it.
So this game here was better on the Super Nintendo in my opinion. But that open in debate, but pretty much it is Super Nintendo Sega Genesis game. Yeah. And it's Marvel.
Okay.
You can't go wrong with Marvel.
Alright, so we're going to make one quick wrap up here now. The very last game came in a double pack, if you really got it. It was also 1985.
Yes, it was.
And it came with a Nintendo gun.
So that's
Duck Hunt.
Yeah, that's pretty much Nintendo gun kind of gives it away. It's Duck Hunt.
I have good memories of that game. Putting the gun and the screen just to shoot the ducks.
Yeah, and then if you miss anything, the prairie dog comes up and laughs at you. Then you shoot at the dog and it really does nothing.
I know, you can't do nothing.
See, in today's world, they remade Duck Hunt, and someone like Rockstar did it, you'd be able to kill that dog.
Kill him. I think you'd be able to rape him.
Yeah, you'd be able to get your like revenge. But anyway, let's just do a quick recap. I'll do the recap here.
Okay.
For the 10 games: Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess, Wii and GameCube; Final Fantasy XII, PS2; Resident Evil 4, PC, Wii, PS2, and GameCube. First of all, it came out for GameCube in January, and it was in January.
Wait, that came out for PC too?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
It came out for PC before it came out for Wii, if I'm correct. But it is a PC game. Star Wars: Knights of the Republic, PC, and there's a new one out this year. I think it's Star Wars: Knights of the Republic also, but it's really number 3. But it's using the same name as the first one. Devil May Cry 2, PS2. Mafia, I think that was PC, Xbox,
PS2.
PS2.
Yeah, PS2.
New Super Mario Bros. That's the DS version. Castlevania, GBA.
Yep.
Spider-Man and Venom, Game Genesis and Super Nintendo, I should say, and Duck Hunt NES.
All right, so
that's our 2011 thing. Actually, leave a comment with what you would have for your top 10 for this year.
Yes.
Granted, even if you go to our website and you look at our Hall of Fame and the game's already in the Hall of Fame, that's all right. Make up your own top 10. Let us know what you think. You can even have games from this no games from this year. It has to be from what year?
5 years old. 5 years of older.
5 years older.
6
from 2006 and down.
2006 back.
Yeah, from 2006 back. So any games from 2007 to now, don't use them. 2006. Use the internet to find out when the games came out.
Yes.
So yeah, leave a comment and say what your top. Doesn't be top 10. It can be top 5. So just let us know what game you want.
I'd like to see top 10 just for
top 10 would be nice. So yeah, just leave a comment with your top 10 games.
I'd like to see New from top 10 personally.
From 2006 back. Then next year will be 2007 back. So
All
anyway, this is Avafan and Cole signing off. See you later,
everybody.